evaluation. Who can tell us just quickly what evaluation level is? Why don't you tell someone near you? Give them an example of journey, a judge journey to them.
It's how the book is. It's pretty good. I think it's nice book.
Okay, back up here. Now, do you remember what evaluation is? Good to go? Trevor, you don't remember? You do remember? Okay. Evaluation is when you judge the book on its value. Is it a valuable book or is it a dud? Okay, so you wrote sticky notes. Let's see how good these are. I think that this book is in the medium because it is sad and funny at the same time. 1 to 5, how deep do you think that thought is? I would probably say a 3. As the book goes on, the author makes the book more exciting at the end, so that is why I lost the second half of that one. We'll have to come back to that one. In my opinion, the book is okay, but it's just too sad and depressing. Any opinions? I'd probably give that one a 3. If you would have said, in my opinion, this book is okay, what level, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 would that be? So it helped that this person added more to it. It's very good because it's sad and happy, and sometimes it's both at once. What would you give that one? I'm at a 4 with that one. I think it is a great book because Journey is determined to do something and to see his past. Maybe, so that's why I think it is interesting. I think it's a great book because Journey is determined to do something and to see his past. So that's why I think it's interesting. I would do 3. Because Journey isn't really all that determined right now. He's kind of fighting against some of these ideas. I think it's okay, but I've read better. I think the author made a lot of things predictable. I like this one. I would say 4, maybe 5. Patricia put this book together well, ! I like the way she brings in bloom to cheer up Grandma and Journey. I also like the way she brings the family closer. 4 or 5. I think she did a great job, but it is really sad because their mom didn't want them, so she left. Any opinions? I'd say 3, maybe 4. I think she is a good author because she writes about deep things, change, hard times, life journey, and those things. I like the book, but I wish it were a little more cheerful. It makes me think a lot. Nice. Some books have no really deep level to them at all. They're just funny and goofy, but this one obviously has some deep depth to it, which is why we're reading it during Blooms. My judgment of the book is I think it's a great book because she makes the book seem like it really did happen. Any opinions on that? I'd say 3 or 4. She went through a lot of work to make this book. She wanted to make it very adventurous. I really have to go with maybe a 2 here because it says the book's adventurous. I don't see a lot of adventures, maybe with Grandpa and his crazy camera stunts, but not a lot of adventure need. I think it's a good book because I think she put a lot of effort into the book, like how the cat came into the book. This is exactly what I wrote, isn't it? And how Mama tore up all the pictures. I also think something close to this might have happened to the author. I'd give that one 5. I think it's a good book because I think she put a lot of effort into the book, like how the text in the book and how Mama tore. Oh, I guess here you did tell me that we wrote almost the same thing. I also think something close to this might have happened to the author. A lot of authors do write about their lives. Very good point. I think that this book isn't the best book because there isn't much happiness. I'd say 30. Books don't have to be happy. Again, I can't hang this one up because it's written backwards.
Oh, sorry.
Alright, I found the other half of this one.
Oh.
As the book goes on, the author makes the book more exciting at the end, so that is why I think it is good.
Oh.
It's good because it's more exciting now. I'd give it probably a
3. Whatever, you gotta say it out loud.
How about blank? I think that this book is good because when Journey finds this box of pictures, he has to put a lot of effort to put them back together. It is good for people who are depressed or feeling bad. Probably say a 4. You guys are pretty close to what I'm thinking. Good job. Last one. I like how she used a lot of words that made that get into your mind. What I didn't like is how she put sadness in the story. I makes me tired. It makes me tired. It doesn't really get me sucked into the book. I like how she used a lot of words that get into your mind. What I didn't like is that there's sadness and it makes me tired. It doesn't get me sucked into the book. That's it. 5. Yeah, sometimes those more dramatic books aren't very exciting. Okay, so we've been through all the levels. We have straight knowledge, understanding the book, being able to connect it to something else, being able to infer based on the clues, predicting, and making a judgment. Okay? When you read, you should be stopping to take in what you just read. And sometimes we don't do that at all. We just read and then Mr. Ross just put your book away and we move on. Last week, when I said fill out post-it notes, I noticed Allie took her a while. That's good. It should take you a while to think through what's going on in the book. That doesn't mean she wasn't working. She was doing that thinking process. And it took her a little while to get her thought down. The first time we read Tar Beach, I can't imagine reading this through real quick and filling out one of these for each of them. Because you really need to read it twice and take time to think about it. Do you agree? Mm-hmm. Okay, so stopping to think is what we're going to talk about today. And I'm going to need a couple helpers here in a second. There are 3 really important, I don't need you yet. There are 3 really important times when you should stop and think while you read. Does anyone know what they might be? When you're reading a book, when should you take a break from your book to stop and think about it?
Maybe when you're sort of into a position where you're wondering what will happen next in the next few chapters.
Okay, you're wondering what's going to happen next? I like that. You're starting to not understand what you just read. That happens to me all the time. So you have to go back, stop and check where you're at. Just lost it. Anyone else have an idea? Okay. Well, I have 3 here that I tell my class every year. The first one is when something comes in your head while you're reading, like, aha! I figured that out, or there's a clue, or something jumps into your mind as you're reading that really strikes you. So we're going to call it aha moments. You should stop for a second, even if it's just for 10 seconds, to think about what just happened in your book. If you have one of those moments where, oh my goodness, I can't believe it's coming together, I understand it, I get it, wow, or what? He just died? Or whatever, when something happens, make sure you need to take a break before you go on to the next thing. Alright? The next time is sometimes when you get to the end of a chapter. End of chapter or page. Before you move on, you may take some time to think about it. Alright, and the last one, if you know that Mrs. Ross stops reading at 2 o'clock and it's 1:55, that would be a really great time to stop and kind of gather your thoughts with your reading. Also, this is kind of a side note, we really should be taking the time at the end of our time, or beginning of our time, or middle of our time to fill out your reading log. Tell yourself what you've been reading. So some of you forgot to read log. So maybe at the end of a class period. encourage you to take breaks in your reading. Think through some of these levels. So I'm going to give you 2 things today to kind of help you. The first thing you're going to get is a bookmark with all the Bloom's levels on it in order. We're going to keep our charts up for probably a month or so, but eventually they'll need to come down. So eventually you're going to need to have these memorize what they mean. And most of them are pretty easy to figure out. On the back are some good questions that you can ask yourself while you read a book. To take a break. Sometimes, like, I know Noah gets tired when he reads. I'm the same way. So a lot of you guys are the same way. If you take a break and take a look at this and read through some of these big questions, that'll help maybe recharge your brain to get back into the book. So you're each going to get a bookmark today. You can use it as you wish, but I would like for it not to vanish. And if you need to take it home, that's cool. Just try to bring it back. I'd like for it to be a tool for you to use. The other thing you're going to get is a Digging Deeper page. Looks like this. And basically what it does is it gives you a spot to write a thought for each level. You are going to be receiving one of these almost every day next week, and you're going to be taking a test on this next week. And this is the test right here. All you have to do is I'm going to read probably the end of Journey to you, or maybe a chapter, picture book, and you need to write one thought for each level. That's it. That's your test. So we're going to start practicing starting today. What I want you to do while you read today, no one has wars to worry about, although Monday you probably should start your letters maybe today for your writing out to me this week, remember? Filling out your reading log, and then I want you to take breaks while you read to fill some of these out. Okay, so I'm reading Journey. I'm reading Journey. I get to the end of my chapter.
How long do we have to go?
I'm going to set that down, and I'm going to think, okay, is there anything I can fill out here that goes with my thinking? Maybe you had a connection while you read, so you could write an application level. Knowledge, you should be able to do on any chapter. I want you to see if you can fill one of these out today, the whole thing, if you can. Okay? Sorry. Okay, so I'm going to model it for you since we have time. I'm going to read a chapter of Journey. I'm going to stop, and I'm going to think some of these levels out, and then you're going to do it while it's your turn to read. I'm going to use my handy dandy new bookmark. So cool. I know you're excited. Don't pretend. Chapter 9. I'm going to show it to you because it's in italics, so you can see that it's like a dream or a memory. I am dreaming. I always know that when I am dreaming, I always know when I'm dreaming because I can fly. Dylan, go ahead and turn that off. It's probably too long.